Chuck Schumer went after Donald Trump at the DNC. You better watch this.
Donald Trump, this is a guy who peddles anti-Semitic stereotypes. He even invited a white supremacist to Mar-a-Lago. He fuels Islamophobia and issued a Muslim ban as president. Our children, our grandchildren, no matter their race, no matter their creed, their gender or family, deserve better than Donald Trump's American carnage.
All right, a reporter asked Trump why he was going to a town in Michigan that was, quote, linked to white supremacy. Here's how Trump responded.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. There's a campaign attacking you for being in his town because they say there were white supremacists here a month ago. They're Democrats.
Who was here in 2021? Thank you.
Okay, Batya Ungar-Sargon joins me now. What's your reaction to this?
Every accusation from the Democrats is a confession, Stuart. We saw that with President Biden in his speech, where he once again repeated the lie that Donald Trump had called neo-Nazis very fine people in Charlottesville. And then a few minutes later, Joe Biden himself said that the protesters outside, the pro-Hamas protesters, had a point. Projection. Confession. President Obama last night came out here and said, you know, the other side demonizing Donald Trump, and then a minute later complains about polarization. Look in the mirror. Every accusation is a confession. Let's get back to Chuck Schumer's commentary that Donald Trump somehow traffics in anti-Semitism. It wasn't at the RNC that you had protesters sanctioned by the Democrats chasing down Orthodox Jews to chant at them that Zionism is going to fall. No, that happened here. They are telling on themselves. It is their party right now that is struggling with anti-Semitism and indeed sanctioning it within their ranks.
And split by anti-Semitism to boot.
Absolutely.
That party is split on that issue. Now, the mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, he came to Chicago with the intention of speaking about the migrant crisis, but his speaking spot at the convention was taken away. Why did Adams lose his speaking spot in Chicago?
The Democrats have a real problem, which is they cannot admit the truth, which is that Kamala Harris was the border czar. Kamala Harris was part of one of the most devastating administrations to working class Americans in decades. That she herself was there in the room when all of these disastrous decisions were being made on the economy and on immigration, which for working class people are the same thing. The Democrats here are catering to their base, which is college-educated voters who are people who consume the cheap labor of immigrants. And so they actually love the open border. It is the working class who pays for it, and they are really not interested in catering to them.
Adams can't speak. All right, Batya, thanks very much indeed.